Hey, Chris Crawford here from Kick-Ass Media, and I want to talk to you about how to attract hundreds, if not thousands of people into your booth. Because look, if you're going to go to a trade show, you want this to be a big deal, right? You want to go in, there's probably going to be thousands, if not tens of thousands of ideal clients at this trade show, and you're going to go and set up there, so you want to be able to get those people in your booth, because this could be the thing that really catapults your business, pulls in so much sales and revenue that it could be hugely successful. And we've been doing this for years. We worked with thousands of businesses, and we've worked with huge brands, and this can be it when done right. So I'm going to share with you exactly how to attract more people in. First, I'm going to share a little bit of a story of how successful this has been for us. So there was one of our events that we went to. It was for marketing professionals. And so we went in and we knew that the audience there were people in marketing, and we create all these trade show displays, right? We create the backdrops, we do tables, we do counters, we do banners, we do all of that kind of stuff. And obviously marketing people are an ideal client for us. So we went to this and we set up a booth. Now, there were 3 printing companies. There was a company on our right, a company on our left, and there was us in the middle. Now, they were talking about how long they'd been in business, and they had words like quality and integrity and service. And then the people over here talked about their latest and greatest technology and how advanced they were and all kinds of stuff like that. And we were in the middle, but our message was different. We spoke to the marketing people. And we said, we know that you're dealing with clients, and we know that you've got marketing goals, and we know you're trying to grow, and we spoke their language, and we spoke to them. Now, here's the interesting thing. Our booth was so busy. It was crazy. It was mayhem. It was like we were causing congestion in the hallway. People were crowding around, and it was literally crickets over here and crickets over here. It was kind of embarrassing for them. It was a little awkward because our booth was actually so busy. And it was busy because we were speaking to them. Now, here's the best part. We walked out of there, we had a ton of awesome leads, we got a bunch of clients, and Panasonic was there, the marketing person, I should say, from Panasonic, and she came up and was like, oh my God, I love your stuff, because we were speaking right to her, we were speaking to her heart, right? We were speaking with a message that aligns, and then she's like, I want to connect with you guys. We ended up working with them, and we did a national product launch where they did a new shaver, and we did all the branding for their launch all across the country. It was that from one event. That's how big of a deal it can be to do it, but it's got to be done right. Now, what's the most important piece is how you attract those people into the booth. So let's talk about that. What is most important to do? As you got the lesson from my little story right there, the most important piece is the message that you actually have. Oftentimes, though, it's the thing most people aren't thinking about. They're shopping around, they're looking at displays, but they're not taking into consideration, how do I get the right displays with the right message? Now, you really want to think about that. Your booth space is actually really small, usually 10 by 10, and that's the width of this backdrop is 10 foot, so that's the full width of your booth. Oftentimes people go with tables, but the tables now put you at a different eye level, and it's kind of awkward. You're not as approachable when somebody's walking by. When you're at a counter, even with a stool or standing, you're at eye level, you're more engaging, and people will come up. These are the things that work, the little tips, the little tricks that are going to make it successful. It's more comfortable to be at eye level and feel versus going up to somebody who's sitting, and the longer you sit, you start to lose energy, right? So your backdrop is oftentimes one of the most important pieces to have the message on, but what people will usually do, and if you're thinking to just put your logo and maybe some pics and maybe some text, I really want to urge you to think differently, and possibly this is something we could have a conversation about. See, when people call in, the first questions we ask are, what are your goals? What do you want to achieve? What does your business do? Who's your audience? Let's get a design going that's going to attract a lot of people in there, because this is the most important piece of your entire stay. If people don't come in your booth, you're wasting your time being there, and they're only going to come in if you get these displays right. So the key pieces on here, comments that speak to them, bullets we love, questions we love, or if you want to just go with straightforward branding back here, logo, image, stuff like that, maybe you want to use a little banner stand up here where you can have an engaging question, you can have an offer, you can speak to their pain points, their problem, the frustration, what it is that you do for them. And when you do that right, it's going to be awesome. So we were at another trade show not long ago, and we create, there is so much congestion in the aisleway in front of our booth because people are stopping and they're looking at our stuff, and because we think about the people that are going to be at the event, we create the message that really aligns with them and makes them stop and be like, oh, I want to talk to you guys. And that's what we want to do for you. And we can do that for you with the displays. And it's not like any of this is really that complicated, and it's definitely within budget, because if you're going to the event, you really want to nail this. So I'd urge you to think about, what are you going to do in your booth? How are you going to make it successful? You can fill out the form, you can call, you can email, and for no charge, you can have a conversation with someone where they'll actually help you brainstorm what options could work for you, what could be some good ideal products to try. And so you could do that call right now. You can get on with somebody, and well, I should say during business hours, you can get on with somebody if you're watching this after hours, and we'll do that. And then hopefully we find the right fit for you. We'll set you up, we'll help you have a successful event, and then you'll come back and you'll be blown away at how awesome it can be. So look for some of my other videos where I talk about how to convert people once they get to your booth, how to follow up after, the key pieces of design. We've also got a buyer's guide, which I believe may be available right around this video, that you could download, and it has all the information that you want to consider when buying. Either way, make sure to go in this with a plan. Don't just go into it hoping for it to work out. Go in, create the right plan, make this a success. This can be a big deal for you, for your business, and hopefully you're impacting people with whatever it is that you do. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.